Hi everyone, I'm going to go ahead and walk us through how to add and subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. So we're first going to start with addition. So let's say I have the problem 3 and 5/6, and I'm adding it with 2 and 4/6. So this is going to be my problem. We're going to start by first adding the fractions together. So 5/6 plus 4/6, denominator stays the same. I don't change that because they're the same denominator. I don't need to change anything. 5 plus 4 is 9, so I have 9/6. And 3 plus 2, I'm adding the whole numbers now, is 5. If I'm looking at my answer, I have an improper fraction. I cannot have an improper fraction in my answer with a mixed number. So what I have to do is I need to change this to a mixed number so that way I could add it back into my whole number, which is a 5. So to turn it into a mixed number, I'm going to divide 9 by 6. 6 fits into 9 one time. 6 times 1 is 6. I subtract 9 minus 6 is 3. I have one remainder, 3. So my mixed number, 9/6, is the same as 1 and 3/6. Yes, you could technically simplify this, but we're not going to focus on simplifying quite yet in 4th grade, at least in our class at this point right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, because 9/6 and 1 and 3/6 are the exact same thing. I've just turned it into a mixed number. I can kind of go ahead and ignore this now. I've changed it into my mixed number. So I'm going to take my mixed number that I just created and add it into my whole number. So I might do it off to the side over here. So 5 plus 1 and 3/6 is now my new problem. So if I'm looking here, I have no fraction. So if it helps you to think of it this way, there's really kind of what I like to say, an invisible 0/6. So 0/6 plus 3/6, cover it up, you'd get the same thing. You just bring down the 3/6. There's nothing that you're adding with it. 5 plus 1 is 6. And so now that means my final answer is 6 and 3/6. So again, I started off by having 5 and 9/6. I could not have an improper fraction in my mixed number. So I took the 9/6 and I changed it into a mixed number. I took that mixed number and added it back into the whole number that I originally started with, which got me to 6 and 3/6. So now we're going to do a sample problem with subtracting mixed numbers. So I'm going to make up another one. So I'm going to do 6 and 2/7 minus, or subtracting, 4 and 5/7. This is pretty tricky for a lot of us just because we kind of have to forget about some of our typical subtraction rules. I always start by subtracting my fractions first. I have 2/7 minus 5/7. I cannot take 5/7 away from 2/7. I do not have enough to do that. So I'm going to have to ungroup. So I'm going to take 1 from my 6, and my 6 will now become a 5. This is just like regular subtraction, just this part. And now I have to add a whole to my 2/7. My wholes, when I'm looking at my fraction, are out of sevenths. So one whole would be 7/7. So because I took away one whole from my whole number, I need to add in it as a fraction, which would be 7/7, which is the same as taking away 1. So now 2/7 plus 7/7 is going to get me 9/7. So now I'm going to focus on subtracting 9/7 and 5/7. 9/7 minus 5/7 gets me 4/7. Now I can subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So my final answer is 1 and 4/7. I'm going to do one more example of subtracting mixed numbers just because this does get a little bit trickier for most students compared to the addition part. So we're going to do one more subtraction problem. So I'll start with 8 and let's see, 3/9. And we're going to subtract 2 and 5/9. Same thing, I'm going to start by subtracting my fractions first. 3/9 minus 5/9. I cannot take 5/9 away from 3/9, so I'm going to have to ungroup. I'm going to take away a whole from my neighbor to the left, cross it out, my 8 becomes a 7. My wholes now are out of 9 equal pieces, so one whole for me in this problem would be 9/9. 9/9 is also equal to 1. I took away 1 from my 8. Now this is a 7. That 1 has been turned into 9/9. Again, 9/9 is equal to 1. It means the same thing. 9/9 and 1, they are equal. It's just in a fraction form. 3/9 plus 9/9 is equal to 12/9. Now I'm ready to subtract. 12/9 minus 5/9 is equal to, I'll give you some think time, is 7/9. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5, and I get the answer of 5 and 7/9. So I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to help you.